Okay, so sugar, we need some sugar, right? And some forms of sugar can be healthy. Like if you eat sugar in fruit or you eat sugar in, it can be found in carbohydrates that we eat. And whole grain carbohydrates are a great source of dietary sugar is what it gets broken down to. And you need those things to fuel, to give you energy, to fuel activities that we do and exercise and sports and all those things. When it can become detrimental is when we're eating or drinking sugar in high amounts. So the easiest ways that we see that come in are in sugary beverages, so sodas, even fruit juices, things like that, Gatorade, Powerade, things that we think are healthy sports drinks that are kind of fueling our activity, or we drink them before a sports event or during or after, when really those beverages are high in sugar. So what happens when we have too much of those is that's when you see symptoms of like that sugar, spike and then that crash, because what's happening is your body is struggling to keep up with the amount of sugar that you're putting in and trying to get that out of the bloodstream and into the cells at a fast rate. So if it can't keep up, it's not going to continue to do that, and that's when you get high blood sugar, which is not a good thing, and there's symptoms associated with that. But also you want your body to be able to get it out of the bloodstream and into the cells fast so that you can use it for energy. And eventually, if you did that too many times by giving your body too much sugar, it eventually couldn't keep up, and that's when diabetes occurs. So in terms of the rising concerns with kids or the youth drinking more caffeine or caffeine just in general, I think that kind of comes with the same idea of the sugar addiction. So and adults do this too. We think, well, we just need energy to keep us going, and you feel that jolt the first time you have, a cup of coffee or a Red Bull or Monster energy drink or anything like that, right? You have that jolt of energy, and then anytime that you feel a little bit low energy, that's your quick fix, right? So I think as kids and in the youth, there's just, you're at school early in the morning after you studied late till late at night. You have practice after school if you're into sports or, anything you're into, if you have band practice or whatever it is. And then, you're coming home and trying to do homework all over again. And you have sporting events, sometimes you have games or whatever it is. So you have long days and there's a lot expected of you. And so I think that a lot of the youth turn to caffeine as a solution for that. But it's not actually helping. What helps you more actually is to drink the adequate amount of water for the day and eat a balanced diet, because it's a lot like the sugar thing. So you'll end up with this roller coaster, these spikes and then these plummets of blood sugar, when really if you just kept it constant and kept it constant and gave your body what it needs to sustain function, you're better off than if you give yourself a bunch of caffeine. So by giving your body caffeine, you're constantly putting it into a fight or flight state, or flight or fight state. So it's a stress response constantly. So if you think about if you had to run from a bear that was chasing you for 12 hours a day, that would be exhausting, versus if you just ran from the bear for 2 hours while you had a sporting event or something like that, a natural adrenaline response.
Thank you for watching A Wise Way. Subscribe to stay updated, share to pass the knowledge, or view our other videos on the left.